Yeah. So in the machine learning, we always say that we split the data, but have we ever wondered why do we split it? So in the machine learning, we are building a model. Okay, so let's understand what machine learning and we do. In machine learning, what we do is actually we have a data, we have a given data which has been provided by some, like a source, and now we put it in algorithm, which algorithm gives us the prediction of what the data want to say to us. We get the insights from it. Now, have why do we split it? Okay, so we split it in a two sets. The first is training and the second one is testing. Okay, can you guess from the naming names? The first one is training and the second one is testing. Okay, in the training set, in the training set and in the testing set. So let's suppose we have a data. So the data we have given is here in the form of this. This is our data. Now you can see this is the feature and this is the label. The feature is the input and the label is what the prediction we gonna get. Like if we have 140 things we have done, and so what will the output of it? It is 16. So yeah, so we have a data like this 140 25, and the data is like much longer, but I have took only that much of data which is required. Okay, so let's suppose we have built a model which can predict, like let's suppose a person is diabetic or not, is suffering with diabetes or not. So how can we define a person is diabetic or not based on the data? Like if there is a he has some like cholesterol problem, anything else, so we can judge, we can predict that a person is suffering from diabetes or not. Okay, yeah, so we have some given data. Now what we do is the data we have, it's, let's suppose how much data we have is 1 2 3, like total 6 now. So what, let's suppose we have a data set of 60,000. How much? 60,000. So what can we do with the 60,000 data set? What can we do actually is, what will you do? We will split it. Okay, we will split it. Why? Because we have to predict also that how the model is performing on the new data. Okay, because like if you may have some data, and what will you do if your model can't work on the new data which has been given? Maybe if can be around 1 million or 10 million of data set. How will you do it? So we split it because we want to know how our model is predicting. Okay, so let's suppose we have a data set of 60,000. We split it into sets, training sets, and testing sets. Okay, so how do we split it? We don't split by just like uh 0 to 6,000. Okay, 60,000, sorry. We don't split it in a way that by serial number, that around 50,000 of data, like the serial number of 50,000 data belongs to a training set and the rest 10,000 belongs to testing set. No, we don't do like this. What we do actually is, like let's suppose we have some data set from 1 to 10, and all the data here is negative. Okay, and the last data from like 60,000 to around 5, like something be like 5990, 59990. Okay, it will be like that, not this. Okay, like 599, and here we have the positive things. Oh, where the hell? Yeah, we have the positive thing. Okay, we have a positive thing. We can't like we can't share, we can't divide the data into these things where we have negative thing and positive. Like let's suppose we have the smaller number uh, in the starting and the big large number in the ending. Okay, in the end. So our model will be like not biased. It will be biased toward the testing set because we have more weightage in the testing and we have low weight in the training. Okay, are you getting what I'm trying to say? Yeah. In the testing set we have amount of data which has enormous number of weight. So what we do is first we shuffle. What we do, we shuffle. Like yeah, we shuffle the data, and we don't shuffle actually the data. That is based on the sklearn. It is a library where we can like use to like make our code more easier. So we shuffle first. We first shuffle. Then what we do is after shuffling, we split it. We split it in two sets. as I told. First is training and another one is testing. Another one is testing. So we split it in some ratio. Okay, we don't split like, yeah, it will be of training and it will be of testing. No, we split it in some ratio. Like it may be of zero point 0.2 or zero point 0.3, and zero point 0.3 means like if we have data set of thousand data sets, so zero point 0.2, 0.2 will be like around 200 and zero point 0.3 will be 300. Okay, so we split it and we keep it aside from the training set because we are building the model on the training set because we have to predict things later. Because we have to predict things in the later, and which for which we will use the testing set. Yeah, test set. Okay, so the work of the training set we have got. So in the training set we will use it for training our model and for testing, and once hence we trained our model, then we will go for the testing set. Testing set we have kept aside. Now after the testing set, we'll get whether our model is performing well or not. Like maybe it will be like not getting the amount, not getting the number which we have like guessed. So it is totally our mistake that we haven't trained the model in a way that it should be trained. Okay, yeah. Now, as I have told, so in the ratio I have told, in it is divided in some ratio. Okay, so we, let's suppose we have a data set of 1,000, so we split it in a point two will be of test and point 0.8 will be of training. Okay, so in the training we have around 800 and in the testing we have 200. Okay, so as in the beginning everyone sees this x train, x test, y train, y test. Yeah, we see these and we always confuse it, why do we split it in x train? So x train is the input we give it and the y train is the output which will we get. Okay, so in the y we have the label and in the x we have the feature of what the feature we are giving of the problem we have. Okay, so like you will be given a particular kind of problem which we have to solve, that what the data we are gonna getting. Yeah, so this is why we split the data. So let's do the summary that what we have learned right till. So so what we do, we are building a model which will predict the new data, which will predict on the based on new data. The data we have may be like very less, like let's suppose it will be of 10,000, but the data we are gonna get in the uh, upcoming time will be like around 1 million. Okay, so it's a very large data set. So how our model can sustain or not, it will be on the code we have written, but it's not that will matter. But let's suppose we have 1 million data set. So how our model will perform? So we need to keep some data which is unseen for the model, because if our model haven't seen the data, we can predict whether our model is doing well or not. If it's pretty good, then you can deploy to the production, or if it's not, then let's you have to do it again. Yeah, so we have a model we will predict. So for predicting, we keep the data aside, and when we have to predict, so if we have to predict, then we have need some shuffle data. So what we do, we have shuffle the data, we shuffle the data, and then what we do actually is we use some ratio like around zero point 0.1, or based on some data if we have 1 million like around, then we zero point 0.1 or 0.001 on the sense, according to based on data, that how large our data is. So that is the thing what we do. That's why we split the data into two sets, training and testing sets. Yeah, yeah, okay, it's good.